on like with the Atlas. So I don't know, picking 4 seconds, they go for the Masha. You just go straight for it. I mean, it's really good against the Popol and Koopa. It could be probably good against Hades as well. It could gimp the Hades for what, 1 or 2 hits. That could be a possibility, like in a duel. But yeah, I mean, just having that Masha will. Everyone is accountable for the Masha. Everyone has to take accountability for the Masha once it hits to the mid game, especially when it doesn't die for like 3 times into the early game. Everyone has to take accountability for that, because when the time comes that you don't really look at the Masha anymore, that's the time where you lose all your turrets.
Yep. And that's a mistake that has been done a lot in the open qualifiers. We gotta tell you guys. This Masha has been locked and loaded and has been stealing turrets for the whole of the qualifiers, and this is gonna be no different for sure. I think the only the Masha was stopped was earlier. There was a game where the Masha was just completely nullified. I completely forgot which team did that, but it seems very familiar. I feel like it's very rare to see a Masha get stopped in its tracks, because somehow the Masha just finds a way. The Masha, if they lose a team fight, he jumps to the back using the ultimate and just bites the softest target. So yeah, I'm looking forward to whether or not they can make the Masha work, and whether or not that's going to be a match against the Lancelot of Hades.
Okay, question here. Imba DJ going for that Louis.
Do it!
That this Louis is their
Lock it
emergency button. It's an emergency button, Rockhart. And Escalera, what will he go for? What will he go for? That is the question. Is he gonna go core? Is he gonna go core? It is a possibility that he's gonna go for an Atlas. It's a possibility that Eson will be going for the Atlas as well. He could be the Selena, or it could be Escalera going for core right now, because you did say earlier that Escalera is actually a core, not a sport.
Yep. So this is a good possibility. And is that a dive lock-in? Was that locked in? I mean, it is locked in. Oh, dire off, my friends.
Oh my goodness! This is something else. This is something else. That Dairoth pick. Oh my god. We'll go to the lower bracket. We will know in just a bit. Cignal, Ultra, Arkangel Esports. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on indeed. In game 3, Cignal, Ultra, and Arkangel looks like they are going to be pulling out all the stops, all the secret jutsu that they have with Saksa. This time around, popping it up into the Dairoth, and Imba DJ on the Loyi. Gonna be fully utilized for sure in the mid lane. I just want to see that Loyi damage output that a lot of people have been talking about. That Loyi is the support hero, but the damage is still there. I want to see where that is coming from. I keep hearing that, and I want to see evidence of it.
I mean, Loyi. When we first saw the Louis concept, everyone was skeptical about it. Like, we were saying, not really a global ult, but an ult that teleports you to someplace else when there are heroes who can just jump back and forth the walls or something. It's a very small map, to be honest.
Yep, absolutely.
And why do you have to wait for like 2 to 3 seconds for it to, channel, rather than just walking there and going to that place when it's not even, the ulti is not even global the first?
Yeah.
So you just it wasn't really the problem. It wasn't really the strong point of a Louis. Strong point of the Louis is how much damage that hero can deal. But right there, damage Dairoth, it's going to be a very fun game for this Dairoth. Getting 1 kill. I just feel that here is just pulling out all the stops. They're studying every hero in the book right now. Every hero that's possible to use for a fighter. We've seen Yuzong funnel. Now we're seeing Dairot funnel. It's not. I don't really know if they're funneling this Dairot, but it sure seems to me that they're trying to put all of the kills into Saksa.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's what you want in this one because Dairoth has a good AoE damage. If you can farm, you are gonna be in a good position. But this time around, it's gonna be Yasuo forcing and showing up here with the Sticker. One more hit could have done it, but the counterplay is real here for Hades. Hello, what are you doing with the Sticker? You're not out of the woods just yet.
KK, on the other hand, he's just annoying everyone. Like, the thing about KK is if you don't see him in the map, you will be pressured to try to find him. If you don't see him, you're 100% trying to find him, or you're 100% pressured to just see it, but they will steal the Lord. Oh my goodness! Arkangel Esports, Saksa, Yasuo, everyone else, Popo and Koopa, they're trying to run away. The arrow will be thrown out, but it will not hit Popo and Koopa. And wow, Rockhart, Arkangel Esports, they're doing something else here.
This is a completely different level, especially in that last team fight. Look at the beauty of this lineup. Everyone is super self-sufficient. They rely on their teammates to do damage. They just dish it out. And it is working out very, very well for Arkangel, at least in the early game. So I'm wondering later on, how are they going to look in the big wombo combo team fights? I think Cignal Ultra might have something to say about that when we get to that point.
Mm-hmm. Is this the fighter funnel meta, Rockhart?
That's right. This is almost a full brawler fighter meta that we are experiencing, because I haven't seen a marksman in ages except for Just Carry. That's the only guy.
That only means, okay, hear me out. That means if the marksmen are out, then we have the assassins. Then we have the fighters who are actually kind of sturdy in terms of assassin takedowns. Dairoth, oh my, are you seeing this damage?
Yeah, that's destructive, man.
We're watching the same game, right? We're watching the same game.
Yeah.
You're seeing a Dairoth in the game.
This is... Okay. I'm getting my mind blown. Look at... He has 4 knives and just a raptor's machete.
You know what? I'm actually against those kinds of builds where you get 4
pure damage. Yeah.
I'm actually against it because you get more damage by building a Legion sword straight.
Right. Like combining
it, making it a Legion sword will grant you more damage. It's more efficient in terms of gold. It doesn't really put you in a bad spot.
But at the same time, yeah, those are the ingredients. A Blade of Despair needs like 4 of these, so maybe that's what he's going for. But I want to do another item check later on, just to be sure. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Efficiency is a big deal for these kinds of matchups, but so far they're surviving even without it, which is pretty impressive.
Hades right now, they are just having fun with everything. They're just having fun with their own side of the map. They cannot join the fun on the other side. If they do that, they die.
Straight out. Exactly.
Yeah, they die. Like, there's no other way of explaining it. You just die. But on the other hand, Arkangel Esports want the party. They want to go to the other side of the map. They want to steal as much as possible. Hades here using the dashes to get out, and that was the perfect timing to bail out as Dairoth and the others were there in the vicinity.
Yep. And again, this Dairoth is just gonna keep getting stronger and stronger with very limited counterplay. I think the only counterplay they will have for this will be Ben's sanity on the Popol and Koopa, and he already has so much job. He has a lot of jobs being given to him already by the team, and adding up another one is just so difficult, especially with Yasuo constantly threatening a split push other sides of map. So can they actually just sustain until we get to a point that Hades is such a monster on this Lancelot? I think that's the win condition here for Cignal Ultra.
But then, if you think about it, Dairoth is kind of a early to mid game hero.
That's true.
I mean, he has the late game capability, but you would see him more in an early to mid game based spike rather than the late game spike, because it's easier to control a Dairoth when you all have items.
True. And the attack animation of Dairoth makes him very, very bad for late game, but they will get the turtle here on the pit, and they can go for a fight if they want to, if Eason can find a good target. But apparently not. Everyone from Cignal Ultra will be going back for the meantime, and Arkangel, they're just happy with the lead that they have, I think. They're just chilling.
So it makes sense. Like, if you think about it, Rockhart, KD's here, he has the Lancelot. They've been doing this with the Atlas, the Thorn Rose, all the project, the ultimate, which is actually an AOE, a straight line AOE. It's the same as Dairoth. Dairoth will just throw the ulti, and everyone will be in range if they get multiple enemies inside the Fatal Links.
Yep, absolutely. And oh my god, that's it. That's these are the things that you want to happen if you're Arkangel, right? They don't need, if you don't want to group up, okay, that's fine. You don't want to get Fatal Links, stay separated, but if you're separated, you have a Selena as well. And they are doing a phenomenal job of that. They just got Tusjin, and now they are looking for more.
Arkangel Esports, they got a lot from that, Rockhart. You cannot deny that. Even the show went for the flicker, so they didn't just get a kill; they got a flicker to go on cooldown as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
and now we are gonna go. Oh, look at that! Want to see if they can make a pick off. I think they want to make sure that some of the damage of Arkangel can be isolated, and that's what they're trying to do here. But looks like they are going to be the ones on the offensive this time around. Bottom lane, no more minions to push, but mid lane might be the problem here. They are going to go in, no minions, again the minions, and that's just what happens when you have good control as well. In Cignal Ultra, I think they planned this out very, very well so far, but they can only hold off Arkangel Esports for so long.
And right now, innately, they have better Lord Takers on the side of Arkangel Esports. The only thing that's going to save Cignal Ultra from this is the fact that they have a retribution on that Lancelot. If ever Lancelot finds a way to get in range of this Lord, they could just steal it and probably go for the cleanup, and KK gets knocked up. Oh my goodness, the Lord is siding with them, and look at this, the cleanup, will it be enough? That is the question. Hades here going 1v1 with Saksa. Saksa here will get dashed upon. That is going to be the end of the skirmish. It's still a 2v2, Rockhart. It's still a 2v2.
Right, and a split push being done by Tusjin actually got some gold back for Cignal Ultra. So instead of being ahead, they are now actually catching up a little bit. With the Dragon slows down Saksa, but Saksa's flying everywhere, destroying that Cho. Let's have a look at replay and see how that broke down. All the while this is happening, Tusjin was in the top lane, and the Lord was going to be the sacrifice, I think. They knew that they were going to lose it, but I think getting the Lord is already a bonus for Cignal Ultra. They got the lucky last hit. They lost some of the team fights, and now it's going to be a problem on the bot lane. With the rest of Cignal Ultra, with the help of the Lord, they can actually make a pretty big push here with Eason out of the picture.
And Saksa here going back and forth. Escalera going over the X-Borg. Let's see, the Lord will be down. Oh no! The Lord just snapped the neck of... Oh my goodness! He got hit! He got hit! Man down! Man down! I think Arkangel Esports... Man down! I think Arkangel Esports dropped the ball so hard! Cignal Ultra might be winning this series against Arkangel Esports. The damage, will it be enough? That is the question. Tushin here don't have the minions. No minions at all. He's trying his best. Look at the damage output. Hades with a sliver of HP. Will it be enough? It will be up in just a bit. But look at this. The turnaround Cignal Ultra with a comeback. Oh my God. 2-1.
Butters, it's in the name. Butters, it's in the name. Comeback has been completed by Cignal Ultra here in the main qualifier. That is